Hi, good afternoon. I'm Jovy Gutierrez. Today, let me discuss with you the AXA investment funds and its historical prices. So let me just share my screen. So now we are here at AXA website, and let me discuss with you the Philippine Wealth Equity Fund, Opportunity Fund, and Chinese Tycoon Fund. So if you will take a look here, the rate of return of Philippine Wealth Equity Fund is 11.85% with a 5-year intervals. And then Opportunity Fund has 8.57 rate of return. And then Chinese Tycoon Fund is 6% rate of return. And then Spanish American Legacy Fund is 1.4%. If you will take a look at historical prices of Philippine Wealth Equity Fund, since inception, okay, Philippine Wealth Equity Fund started last April 3, 2006 with a 10 pesos initial price per unit. And then eventually, its highest peak, 2015, it was 44.84 pesos. And then in 2018, I think so this is the highest, it's 48.10. And then due to pandemic, its price has gone down till 31.62. This was September 28, 2020. But during the time that COVID has just started, okay, last March 23, it went down to 27 pesos, 0.15. The reason why I'm showing this to you is that I wanted to prove that stock market or equities has its ups and downs. So even if the price right now is low, the tendency of that particular stock price can still go up once our situation goes back to normal. But for now, it's still cheap compared to the previous years. So second thing is the Opportunity Fund, and then its historical prices. It started since August 24, 2009 with 10 pesos also, I think, as initial price, because this one is the graph. But then if we will go to the fund fact sheet, it will show us 10 pesos. And then it has 28.44 pesos price last May 2013. But then its highest also was 2018, where it reaches 34.23 pesos. But when COVID is, when during our lockdown, the price went down to 19.08. And as of September 28, now it's on its 22.75 per unit. So that's the price right now. So if you can see, it's still up and down, and because the market is quite volatile. So Chinese Tycoon Fund, it has a 6% rate of return. And then its historical price, let's wait until this one, okay. And Chinese Tycoon Fund, by the way, started last 2011. And its initial price as well is 10 pesos. And then highest price of Chinese Tycoon Fund is 23.10 0.85 pesos. But it went down to 13.19 last March 23, and right now, as of September 28, the price is 14.73, which is still cheap. So actually, this is one of the top performing fund as well. Like Philippine Wealth Equity Fund, which is the highest, then followed by Opportunity Fund. Though Spanish American Legacy Fund has the lowest average rate of return, which is 1.4%. So let me talk about what are the companies that comprises Philippine Wealth Equity Fund. The companies that are in Philippine Wealth Equity Fund is SM Investments, SM Prime Holdings, Ayala Corporation, Ayala Land, PLDT, JG Summit Holdings, Universal Robina Corporation, BDO Unibank, Bank of the Philippine Islands, and International Container Term Services. And if you will take a look here, the cumulative returns of Philippine Wealth Equity Fund is 217.04%. And the fund manager is Metrobank, and the fund admin and custodian is Citibank. So as you can see, your funds is safe because the fund is being professionally managed by fund managers. And then with Opportunity Fund, the top performing companies, actually it's like the Philippine Wealth Equity Fund, and the only difference is that BDO is here, PLDT, and term deposit Citibank SK. While with Chinese Taikon Fund, the companies, we have consumer groups here like Pure Gold, Mega World, GT Capital Holdings, and Metropolitan Bank and Trust. If you will check Spanish American Legacy Fund, the companies here are, of course, it comprises more of Ayala companies like Ayala, PLDT, Globe Telecom, BPI, Meralco, Aboitiz, International Container Term Services, and San Miguel Corporation. What are the fund highlight sheet for Philippine Wealth Equity Fund? So this Philippine Wealth Equity Fund is a Philippine peso denominated fund invested in the top corporations listed in Philippine Stock Exchange. And 80 to 90% is being focused in equities, and 0 to 10% will go to cash and money market like treasury bills, time deposits, and peso denominated bank deposits, short-term securities that provide for the highest liquidity. So the unique fund feature of this Philippine Wealth Equity Fund, it focuses on investing in the top 30 companies in the PSEI for streamlined long-term growth. And by the way, this is a high risk with high returns as well. And with Opportunity Fund, the fund highlight sheet, it's 80 to 100% will go to the publicly listed corporations included in the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. And the cash and money market instruments, 0 to 20% as well. And the unique fund feature of this is This fund invests in some mid-sized companies that are not part of the PSEI, as well as in stocks in initial public offering. While the Chinese Tycoon Fund focuses on the Filipino-Chinese companies in the Philippine Stock Exchange, grants exposure to major consumer corporations like SM Prime Holdings and Universal Robina and GT Capital. And this one also has 80 to 100% of equity and cash and money market instruments. This one has a higher risk as well. But why I am telling you this or explaining you this is because a lot of people are still confused if they will gonna invest in stock market or what. Because the difference is that if you will gonna invest directly on stock market, then you are not insured or there is no protection. Unlike if you will invest in AXA investment funds, your funds is being taken care of professional fund managers. And that's the main difference. And at the same time, you are insured. Your family is protected, whatever happens to you. And also, investment is a long-term process. 10 to 15 to 20 years is a good time for you to wait until your investment grows, because over time, of course, the market is changing because it is being affected with the current situation that we have. But if you wanted to know more, what are the products or what are the plans that you can take with AXA, then you can simply contact me, and then we can arrange a virtual meeting so I can explain to you and recommend to you what will be beneficial for you and your family. Thank you.